So what I have drawn here is a very basic diagram of a single detector module. This is cubical in shape. The shape is approximately cube. That means all sides are equal. Okay. Suppose all sides are equal to small a. Fine. Now let us consider that N0 gamma rays interact or N0 gamma rays are incident on this detector. Okay. Suppose N0 is 1000. Now what can you expect? What you expect is that some of them will interact. Suppose capital N equal to 100 gamma rays interact. And what will happen to the rest? The rest will just go away. We know the Beer-Lambert law. It is similar to that. Okay. So 900 gamma rays exit. The story revolves around these 100 gamma rays which interact. Now what happened to them? What are the possibilities? Since these gamma rays are interacting with this single detector module, there are two possibilities. Either they will be completely absorbed or they will escape after some energy deposition. Okay. So let us suppose that these are the two possibilities. I have just written down the number. 30 gamma rays are absorbed and 70 gamma rays they escape. Now these numbers, they depend on the type of material, the density of the material, okay, the volume of the detector material. Also they depend on the energy of the gamma ray. Right? Now I have just given a very simple example. Now let us consider the mathematics of this entire physical situation. So N gamma rays which interact, capital N, I can write as N is equal to N into 1. Next, this 1, it's a probability. Now I am using probability. Capital A is the absorption probability, capital S is the scattering probability. So there are only two possibilities for a single detector: absorb or scatter out. So A plus S is equal to 1. So I have written 1 as 1 equal to A plus S here. Right? So what is A? From this example, A is equal to 30 by 100, which is 0.3. And what is S? 70 by 100, which is 0.7. Now let me write down the peak to total ratio. What is peak? N into A. This one is the peak, and what is total? This is the total. So it is equal to A. Similarly, peak to background is Na by Ns, or A by S, or A by 1 minus A. But I am using this relation. So this is the example for a single detector. Any questions? Okay. Okay. So now let us consider the second case, case 2, where two detectors are close to each other. By close we mean very close to each other, such that there are no material between them. It's an approximation. Now why do we do that? And let me draw another figure. So this is the figure for the second detector. So if I draw this correctly, then the figure should look like this. So another detector. So this is the first detector. Suppose detector A and this is the second unit, detector B. Okay, they are close to each other. Now let me draw this picture. Let me draw this picture here where we will see the lateral view. So this is A and this is B. And this is, the beam is going like this right now in detector A. So this is the beam direction, it is going inside. The same picture seen from this perspective, lateral. Now what happens? This 1000 gamma rays enter. Okay, 900 escape. The story remains the same. How much have interacted? 100. Now you see what is happening is out of the 100, 30 will be absorbed. Okay, let me write it down. 30 absorbed. Right? And rest of the 70 they scatter out. Now let me assume that what was the scattering probability? Capital S. Now let me write S as Si plus So. What is Si? Si is the scattering probability that this will enter this adjacent detector. Okay? And what is SO? That is it escapes. So you can easily make an approximation that if the scattering is isotropic, then what phase, how much phase? Yeah, you can take an approximation considering isotropic scattering without any distribution, no anisotropy. Then you see a cube has how many faces?
Total 6 faces.
6 faces. Now this one is just covering one part of the 6 faces. So you can from this picture you can approximate that this Si is 1/6
of S.
right, and this is 5/6 of S. This is just you do this assuming isotropic scattering. Okay, a very basic idea. Normally we don't do that. We don't do this thing because in general scenario gamma ray energy when it becomes high there is anisotropy of scattering. So, but I am just doing this to make you understand, right? So now what is happening is Si part has entered here and So has escaped, right? So let me again continue this part. So Na plus NSi plus NSO. Now forget about this NSO and Na. Let us now concentrate on NSi. What can happen to NSi? So NSi has entered this part, right? Now I am making an approximation or assumption that whatever has entered this part, they will interact. So I am making that NSi which is incident is also interacting. Okay? Is also interacting. So what will happen after that? What will happen is that I can again write NSi as NSi into 1 or NSi into A plus again S. Right? But there is a catch. What is the catch? The catch is that I am approximating right now a cube detector. All sides are equal. And for an isotropic scattering, when all sides are equal, there is no problem. Right? But suppose what happens is that this is not a cube. This is a cuboid. As a result of which, when the gamma ray enters this part, they see different volume, and when they scatter from the side, they see another different volume. Right? So how to consider this in this mathematics? What we do is, for the first interaction, if we take the probabilities A prime, S prime, then for the sideways scattering, they will be different, right? And so after that, after second, third and so on, interaction, it is always the sideways scattering. So all those other scatterings, we can use A and S, and for the initial part, we can use these things. Okay, we can use the prime coordinates. বোঝা গেল এই জিনিসটা?
প্রাইমটা মানে হচ্ছে
ফার্স্ট ইন্টারাকশন, বিকজ ওর ভলিউমটা আলাদা, এটা হচ্ছে জেনারেল কেস, নট ফর কিউব, ফর আ জেনারেল সিনারিও।
কিউবের ক্ষেত্রে আমরা যেটা ধরেছি ওটাই
কিউবয়েড, রেক্ট্যাঙ্গুলার যদি জিওমেট্রি হয় 3D,
মানে ইররেগুলার শেপের ক্ষেত্রে প্রাইম সাইনটাকে আমরা,
হ্যাঁ ইররেগুলার মানে কি আমি কিউবয়েডের কথা বলতে পারি। তোমার ওই যে ক্লাস্টার ডিটেক্টর হেক্সাগোনাল শেপ, ওখানে কিন্তু এই জিনিসটা হবে।
এটা যেমন আমরা
এটা আমি 4টে নিয়ে করেছি, ওটা কিন্তু 7খানা আবার লেন্থ আলাদা হয়ে যাবে। ওকে, so this is the scenario. So right now if we write the complete expression, so n is equal to n, right, and writing it A prime plus n SO prime plus n SI prime S plus n SI prime A. Okay. Next, you can again continue this decomposition by right now we are considering gamma rays which are scattered from this side to this side. The other expression will consider gamma rays which are scattered from here to here. What will be their number? The number will be similar. N SI prime and SI prime is I. ठीक है सर? और एकान থেকে যারা বেরোবে their number will be N SI prime SO. Okay? So this is the basic idea in this method. So let me again discuss the reason why we are using the prime sign. So suppose these are the two blocks. You see there cuboid, not cubic, right? Now suppose this is how the detectors are, two of the detectors are placed, right? Now this gamma ray here, it is incident on this detector, right? So you see this part, it is seeing an entirely different volume, so much length, okay? And after scattering it enters here. Now when it scatters here, it sees a different distribution of material. This distribution of material is different, this distribution of material is different. And so we are using this thing, we are considering mathematically, we are considering A prime when gamma rays are entering from this direction. And whenever they are moving in this direction, we are considering A unprimed coordinates. So only the first time gamma ray enters like that, and after second, third, all the scattering, it will be always like this. So we are not using the prime coordinates anymore. Understand?
Due to the difference in distribution of material or density.
And also the direction of the gamma rays when they see the different amount of material. ঠিক আছে? মানে একটা হচ্ছে, so one is like this direction and another is like this direction. You see the material is so different. Here the entire distribution is different, here also, as simple as that.
So probability, absorption probability.
Yeah, they will be different, the probabilities. So as we have pointed out, so this is the second interaction, again it will come back in this. Now each time they go scattering from one side to another side, the gamma ray energy decreases. Remember Compton scattering? The scattered of photon has always lesser energy compared to the incident photon. As the gamma ray energy decreases, the scattering probabilities also change. But for simplicity in this model, what we have done, initial probability prime and rest, second, third, all that, I have assumed all of them to be equal for the sake of simplicity and insight. Let's see how much we get closer to the reality. Okay? After saying all this, let me show you. So this is case 2, considering A, SI, SO. So we have how many probabilities? A prime, SI prime, SO prime. Again A, SI, SO. So we have 6 probability amplitudes. Right? No problem. Now what I am going to do, you see, but this is a general case. This is general case for cuboid detectors, or you can say where the material distribution in one direction of the gamma ray is different from the lateral direction material distribution inside the detector. Okay. Now let me consider a simpler version, much more simpler version. What I am going to do now, suppose we have a cube detector. Then what will happen? We will not meet the prime. Understand? Because then all the directions become same. In that case, how many probability amplitudes will be there? Only 3 amplitudes. Any problem? যদি আমার কিউব ডিটেক্টর হয় তাহলে তো একই ডিরেকশনে হয়ে যাচ্ছে,
প্রত্যেকটা ফেজ
সেম থাকছে, মেটেরিয়াল সেম দেখছে, no problem. Let us make it even more simpler. How? The trick is this. Suppose A is equal to X and we have got SI plus SO is equal to S, right? Initially 1 is equal to A plus S, right? Or you can say 1 is equal to X plus 1 minus X. So S is equal to 1 minus X. Now what I am going to do, I am going to do something very very simple. Approximation. Number 1, cube shape. Other than that we cannot do this. Number 2, now I am going to use the isotropy of gamma rays, the isotropy of gamma rays. I am going to use them and find the relation between just SI and SO relation. এটা আমি এইখান থেকে জাস্ট ছবি দেখি বার করে দেবো। যেরকম এই কেসে 6টার মধ্যে এইটা কতটা ভাগ কভার করছে, একটা ভাগ, তাহলে SI কত হবে? 1/5 of S,
1/6,
হ্যাঁ 1/6, and SO টা কত হবে? 5/6 of S. এই যে জিনিসটা করলাম এটা কিন্তু আমি কখন করছি? when I am assuming isotropic scattering of gamma rays. So this is a much simpler, more stringent model, but the previous one was more general case. But now let us consider what we see, what we can get from this simpler model. This is the much, it will give you much more insight. Okay? তাহলে এই পুরো জিনিসটা আরো অনেক সময় নিয়ে যাবে, সবকিছু তুমি ওই x এর টার্মসে পেয়ে যাবে। So instead of 3 probabilities, now we have only 1 probability, which is x. So this is the topic of your work, the simpler version.